Hey everybody, Cody Evans here, professional speaker and relationship coach, here to give you another tip so that you can build the relationships that matter the most. Today I want to talk about attitude, because just like laughter can be contagious, so can attitude. Think about that person in the office or a place that you used to work where they were always grumpy and complaining. The coffee is too weak. The pay is unfair. They can't ever get a good parking spot. And on and on and on. Well, when you think about that person, what do you think? Well, the first thing you're probably thinking is they have a poor attitude, right? But beyond that, you're probably trying your best to avoid them because they're always focused on the negative things. And man, what a drain that can be. Well, it's a drain because just like laughter can be contagious, so can attitude. So we have to be really careful about where we're spending our time, who we're spending it with, and what kind of activities that we're involved with. Now, if you don't believe that, walk into a comedy club when a good comedian's playing and try to be negative in a place that's typically happy, where everybody's having a good time. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's going to be a little bit more challenging to be negative when you're around a positive environment. Now, there are a couple of other scenarios that probably hold true when you think about this negative Nathan or this negative Nancy. The first one is that you may have a hero mentality, meaning that you want to try to fix or save the person who is caught in this negative vortex. Now, I'm going to ask that you proceed with caution if this is the case, because somebody that is consistently negative is very difficult to pull them out of a vortex that is sucking them downward. And the other challenge with that is that if your superiors or your colleagues see you around that person a good deal of the time, they may think that you too have a negative attitude. So my suggestion instead is to direct that particular person toward HR to talk to HR about their complaints, or help them to find a coach to help them deal with their ordeals or their issues. The other scenario is you may be the negative Nathan. Now, it's my thought that no one sets out with the intention of being negative just for the sake of being negative. The reality is that we all need help sometimes. So I encourage you that if you think that you may be the one that's being negative, please go get some help. Ask for a coach. Ask for some direction from HR. Get the help that you need. We all need help sometimes. So there's absolutely no shame in looking for that help. I encourage you to do that. Okay, we talked about being negative. Now let's talk about having positive intention. If you want to do something positive, have the intention to do so. It's very difficult to be stuck in a sand pit and be able to soar. So instead of focusing on the negatives and the shortcomings and the things that could go wrong, how about focusing on the things that are right or things that could be? You know, in meditation, they tell you to go to your happy place. And this is interesting because the brain cannot discern between the now and future. And so if we go to that happy place and even projecting of what could be or where we may be in the future, a day from now, 2 days from now, the mind can't differentiate between that. And so it just goes ahead and it puts you in that place, and you will begin feeling the effects as if you were already really there. That's the power of the mind, and that's the power of intention. So if you can begin focusing on the things that could be, your mind will be tricked into thinking that it needs to do the things right now for the things that could be. It's the same thing with negative. If we focus on negative things that could be, the mind's going to start thinking about how to make those negative things happen. Okay, with that said, I am not trying to allure you into the delusion of thinking that meditation or having the power of positive intention is necessarily an easy task. It's just like everything else. It requires work and discipline. So here's the deal. The next time you have a meeting set up with someone, a day or two prior to the meeting, Visualize that conversation going well. Visualize that boss entertaining and accepting your idea. See that customer buying your product and being enthusiastic about it. And what this is going to be able to help you to do is to be more confident and create a positive energy, an environment where attitude is contagious in a good way. As always, I hope this has been helpful for you. I certainly encourage your feedback. I always look forward to your ideas and your perspectives. And until next time, go make your connections count.